Hello, this video we're going to go over creating pages for the website. Really easy stuff. I got to go over a few different things. I'll do my best not to lose you. And at the same time trying to be as detailed and quick as possible. So let's go ahead and jump in. We have two different kinds of pages. Basically what we're calling full width or centered content, meaning there's no sidebar here. So we'll see on your About Us page. There's no sidebar, and then there's your text, your content, your information, what have you. Now, if I look at, let's see, the FAQ page, we have the sidebar here. So the content is over on the left, and on the right, we have a sidebar with widgets. Your menu widget and your contact forms and things like that. So we're going to kind of cover both those things. All right. Let's go to the back end. Get started here. We'll go to Pages section. Now do Add New Page. And we're just going to call this Creating Pages. Give it a name. That's your page name. All right. And then if we look over here on the right, we'll see a Publish section. We can save our work just by hitting Save Draft. And then Publish. And the difference between this is once I publish it, it's technically live or available for the public to view. Unless you put this page link in your menu, more often than not, no one's going to find this page. However, if someone does some kind of weird search or stumbles upon a sitemap or something, this link would be available to them. So I hope that makes sense. So it's up to you how you want to do that. You could do as a draft, finish your page, then publish it, or you can just go ahead and publish it, and then when you're ready, when you're comfortable, add it to the menu, where you want to. I went ahead and published it, so it's live right now, and then as I do my updates, I'll just save it here by clicking the update button, and as well as I can view the page that I'm working on, so by clicking this View Page button here. So we'll see, obviously it's blank because I haven't done anything other than just make the template for it. If you're in draft mode, which I'll revert back to, now it's draft. The only way to view your work, would be to do the preview button. All right, so don't get confused if you're in the save draft mode and you're looking up here for the view page thing. Okay, so let me go back to. Whoops, sorry about that. Let me publish it because I prefer publishing. It's just me. All right, so we got that. Let me put in some fake old content in there because I need to go over something first before we do anything else to kind of show you, because this mistake might happen to you. All right, so we've done that, and then the next thing we need to figure out is, are we going to be full width page, centered content page, or have a sidebar? So do we want it to have something like the FAQ page with a sidebar and the contents here, or more like the About page where no sidebar and just content, right? So I'm going to go with no sidebar. I want to go full width because it's something really important, I think, I need to show you so you kind of understand, so you don't get stuck and wonder what's going on. So we'll leave the template, the default template, as opposed to page with sidebar. We don't want that. We want default template. And whoops, sorry about that. Save it. And I'll view this page. Now, first thing we see is text is completely flush left and flush right. Nothing like what we see here where the text is centered, right? And this is what I want to show you. I want to show you this so this mistake doesn't happen to you. Now, what we need to do is set the page to adjust properly. Right now, if you look right under the title of the page, and right here, you'll see a button. Mine says Backend Editor. What that means is, right now, I'm in standard, regular WordPress editing mode. We've included something called Visual Composer. You'll see the button for it right here. It's a drag and drop, easy to use plugin that allows us to manipulate content much easier than what WordPress used to do. Everything was manual. Now we can drag things, drop things, add icons, do things a lot easier when creating our pages and content. So what we need to do is click this, and now we're in Visual Composer editing mode as opposed to the regular default WordPress mode. So if you look up here and it says classic mode, boom, you're in the right area. If this says backend editor, you're not in the right area. You need to make that adjustment so you can edit the content properly. All right, so with that said, the important thing here is the content needs to be set up properly so we can view it on that page, right? So if I open, sorry about that, this is the content I already added in there. If I click this pencil up here, this is a row. This is called a row. This whole box is called a row. If I click the pencil for that row, and you'll see it says row settings, right? Scroll all the way down to the bottom. We'll see content align center, right? Full width, center. Okay, let's save it. Let's update this thing. Let's refresh. Boom, there we go. The content is now centered as it should be. Okay, so that's the first thing. So make sure you're there. Now, next thing is title of the page. Okay, so we have creating pages. And, for instance, if we go to our practice, it says about us here, things like that. If you want this title to show up on your page, we can do that either by typing it in or clicking show title on page, which is important to have that title of your page. So I'll change it to show title, save it. Now for your refresh, I will see the page title here. Creating pages, boom. Easy peasy, right? Okay, next thing, let's check out our practice. We have this banner. How do we get this banner image here? Pretty easy. Scroll down. Background images. Even though it says background image, I'm going to kind of fool you. It's the background image of the header that shows up in this area. So don't think that it's this white area. It's always this header sub-menu spot. So we'll click the plus icon, and we can either upload a new image. So if you got a new image you want to pop in place, you could drag it right into this browser. It'll save it. Or you click upload and then select your file this way. All right. But for the sake of this video, kind of speed it up a little bit, I'm just going to choose an image that's already in here. Make sure, highly important, your pictures are wide enough. So for instance, this picture right here is 436 pixels wide. Nowhere near what it needs to be for this. Your pictures need to be at minimum 1200 pixels wide. I would suggest 1400 in width. Conversely, don't upload a picture that's 4,000 pixels wide. It's too big, it's too large, it's going to bog down your website. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So let's see what we got. Here we go. Here's a banner image. I'll select on it, click insert. We'll see the picture loads up. Let's save our work. Refresh. Now we have our banner image, we have our page title, then we have our text. Really, really easy to do. And then if you need to add new text, new sections, you can come within here and you can click the pencil icon here. That's how you can make edits. So, hey, I want to add a hyperlink in here. I'll come in here, click the little hyperlink, type in my URL, whatever it's going to be, apply it. It's my hyperlink. You want to add bullet points, so hi, oops, highlight that, where we are, bullet, hi, there, hello, and we're done, save it. Let's see what we got, so then there's our little bullets. You can do a bunch of little different cool things in here. I can keep working within this row. Again, this section is called a row. Or I can add a new row. So if I click this plus here, I'll add a row. Then I'll click this plus to work within the row. And I can come in here and I can add things such as an FAQ, which I think is important because we have a few pages that have FAQ. So we can do that. We just click this FAQ icon. That's going to insert it here. And then I'm just going to duplicate this thing a bunch of times over just to kind of speed things up so you don't have to sit here and watch me make a bunch of generic FAQ toggles. So 1, 2, 3. Make sure we have our content properly centered. which it is, which is good. Save it. Let's update. And if we scroll down, what we got here is our content. We got some toggles here. You'll see the toggle. All right, so there we go. We got a generic page. Now the next step is how are we going to get this page into a menu so we can clients can find it. Really simple. I'm going to go to Appearance, find Menus, and basically assign it to the menu or menus you want. So right now we have the header menu, which is the main menu. And if I want to add it to that one, I'll find the page. So creating pages, that's the one I just made. Add the menu. If I go all the way down, I'll see it. There it is, creating pages. And then I just drag and drop this somewhere where I want it. So I'm just going to put this under patient info just for fun. So now it's in the drop down of patient info. Let's update. And if I refresh this, patient info, creating pages, there it is. And if I click it, automatically links, and we are all set. Okay, that is it for creating pages.